So my video did cut, so I'll start on Roman 2, the area of triangle A, KMN. So we did say that the area of triangle KMN will be equal to half. Remember, you use this angle, this side and that side, so it is always half. Then this side, that is going to be NK, like we said, divided by, multiplied by sine of angle M. So this is going to be half. What is my n there? It is representing 8. And what is my k? It is a 10, multiplying in this case by sine 92 degrees. So 2 there, 1, 2 there, 4. 4 times that will give you a 40, multiplied by sine 92 degrees. So you can just multiply now that. There's no problem using your calculator. Now if I multiply 40 multiplied by sine 92 degrees, that is giving me a value of 39.9796. Now suppose you want to round off to 3 significant figures. Yes, you count 1, 2, 3. So you look at the number in front, it is more than 7. So you add the 1. But when you add the 1 here, you can't write 10. So you shift that 1 and bring it there. Again, when you add there, you can't write 10. So you shift this 1 to there. So it will be 4. But here, before the decimal point, you put up a 0, and a point and a 0. So it is going to be 40.0. And that is going to be, remember this is the area, remember to put up square kilometers. So this is what we mean in this case. So this is simply to 3 significant figures. Remember, in a decimal number, zeros are counted. So you are going to count that 0 because there's a non-zero digit in front there. So basically, that is the way you can do it. And let's conclude as we look at the shortest distance from M to Kn. Now, when they tell you to find the shortest distance, this is the simplest question that you should have. So from M to Kn, so from this point M to Kn, so when you should always draw a line to meet Kn. It will always meet at 90 degrees. And from this to where it is meeting the line, that is your height. That height is the shortest distance. And the distance from K to M, that is going to be your base. So the formula that we apply is area of a triangle. This is a right angle triangle, so it is simply half base times height. If you make h the subject of the formula, h is representing your shortest distance. What you're going to find is that your h is equal to 2 multiplied by the area of the triangle divided by the base. The base is representing where you are, the line you are moving from point M to Kn. So that is your base. The whole of this line is your base. Yeah, so your shortest distance h will be equal to 2 times the area, which is 40.0 divided by my base from here to there. Remember, we got that one as 13.0. So it will be 2 times that. That will give us 80.0. Then you divide by 13.0. So what is that going to give you? Sorry, I'm going in that direction. I'm supposed to go down there so that you do properly the mathematical calculation. It is going to give me 6.15, and that is going to be in kilometers. 2, 3 significant figures. So h is representing the shortest height. If you are confused how I got that, remember area is equal to, this can be written over on this times, that will give you BH over 2. That's what you're going to have. The next thing, you can say over 1 and cross multiply. So it will be BH, let me just write it this side. It is going to be BH is equal to this times that, 2 times A. To find h, you divide B. What I do this side, I do it the other side. So you can see h representing the shortest distance is 2 times the area divided by the base. The base, again, I'm emphasizing, is from point M to that line it is going to meet. That will always become your base. So that is how you treat the shortest distance. Let me show you another concept of what I did talk about. I hope this is making sense to you, please, you can like, subscribe, so that we can continue to produce more videos that will help even others. Now let's use the second point that I talked about there, given all the three sides. Yes, when given all the three sides, it is possible to find, to use the cosine rule. So given all the three sides, so when you have been given all the three sides, let's say we do have a triangle there. We do have a triangle. Let me call A, B, and C there. And I say this is maybe 5 kilometers. Let me say that is 8 kilometers. And let me say that is 10 kilometers. When they give you all the three sides, you can also use the cosine rule. But in this case, we just need to make cos the subject of the formula. Remember where this angle is pointing, that is small c. Where this angle B is pointing, small b. Where A is pointing, that is small a. So now, how do you find, when you are given all the three sides, it simply means that they want you to find an angle. So you can be told to find any of the angles, either A, B, or C. That is what they mean there. So now, let me give you a simple gist. Remember what we said. If you want, for example, if I'm finding A, we did say that A squared is equal to the other side squared, B squared plus C squared minus 2BC, then cos of this small side we are finding now the angle. So now, if I want to find, angle A, what we do, you can make this cos A the subject of the formula. Now, you don't have to start wasting time making cos A the subject of the formula. What you need to follow is that if you want to find cos A, this side here, if you want to find this angle A here, it is these sides squared, so that would be B squared. So let me show you. It will be B squared plus C squared. So because I'm finding angle A, it is the other side, which is B and C. So B squared plus C squared minus the smaller side of the angle you're finding, which is A. So minus A squared. You divide by 2BC. That's the way we do it. Let's say, go further. Suppose I wanted to find cos B, the angle B there, which would be cos B. It will be the other side. What are the other side apart from B? It is, A and C. So it will be A squared plus C squared. Then you subtract the smaller side of the angle you're finding, which is B squared over 2 times AC. That's the idea. Let's go further. Suppose you want to find angle C, this angle C. Then it is the other side. What are the other side apart from C? It's B and C. So it will be B squared plus C squared minus the side of this angle you are finding, which will be small c squared over 2 multiplied by BC. So that's the way you can do it there. Now let's take, for example, the question tells you to say, find angle ABC, meaning the angle at B. That's what the question wants you to do, to find the angle at B. What do you need to do? Well, to find the angle at B, it simply means that it will be cos B is equal to the other two sides, which is A squared plus C squared minus the side of the angle you're finding, B squared over 2AC. That's the way you do it. Then correct substitution. Please make sure you use the letters they have given you in the triangle. So angle B will be equal to, what is my A? My A is simply 10 squared plus my C, remember that is 5 squared, minus B, that is 8 squared, over 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 5. So it is going to be cos B is equal to, of course, what is 10 squared? It is 100, plus what is 5 squared? It is 25, minus what is 8 squared? That is 64, over 2 times 10 times 5, that will give you 100. Don't be tempted to cancel this and that, no. So it will be cos B is equal to 100 plus that will give you a 125 minus 64 over 100. So it is going to be cos B is equal to, you work out what is on top there. So that is going to be a 125 minus 64. Minus 64, we are getting 61 divided by 100. Of course, if you want to simplify it, you can divide, and simply say, oh, it will be cos B is equal to 60 divided by 100 will give us 0.61. So how do I find that angle B that they want? Angle B, you just say B is equal to, you find the inverse now, so it will be cos inverse of 0.61. On a calculator, shift, if you want to type cos inverse, you simply say cos inverse, you press shift, then followed by cos. So what that will give you, shift and cos, if you are using a sharp calculator, it will give you second function, it will give you cos inverse. So cos inverse of that, what will that give you? So shift cos of 0.61, it will give me 52.410. Now angles are left to one decimal place, meaning after the decimal point you just count 1. So 1, so it is going to be 52.4 degrees. Angles are left to one decimal place. If I want, I can say therefore ABC, the angle at B is simply 52.4 degrees. So that is the way you can go about it. If you want, you can try attempting by finding, angle A and also angle C using the same formula for you just to practice. Thank you so much, and see you in my next videos as I look at the sine rule and how you can use the sine rule. When can you use the sine rule? Thank you.